Yeah, so I've noticed recently, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I've kind of, sort of, less people have been showing up recently, and I was wondering why, and I figured it out. At least I think I figured it out. There used to be this thing on YouTube where you can hook up your YouTube. Alright, we're in this fucking level. There used to be a thing on YouTube where you could hook up your Twitch account with YouTube. And so whenever you started streaming on Twitch, if somebody was watching one of your videos on YouTube, or they were looking at your channel or whatever, they would see that you're streaming. It would say a little thing, like, live right now, and you click this button, you go check it out. And that's how a lot of people would find out that I'm streaming. But, and then that worked pretty well for a while, and then, we need to use a human effigy. And then YouTube started being weird. It only worked sometimes, and there didn't seem to be any way to fix it. And there's just not really anything I can do about it. Like, it just wouldn't work. Oh, fuck. But like sometimes it worked, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work all the time, so I just left it alone. I was like, okay, fine. But now, I go into the settings on YouTube, and I look at connected accounts, and it shows my Twitter right there. If I want to, like, post when I put something out on Twitter, you know, that still works. But there's no section for Twitch anymore. It's just not there. It, like, my file isn't there, and there's no option to add it. So it's kind of like Twitch has just decided, like, well, fuck fuck them, you know, we have our own live streaming thing. Let's make them use ours. By not letting them get alerts if they use Twitch. And, like, that's fucked up, YouTube. Like, unless I'm just missing something, but there was no option to add a new account. How did that guy die? Oh. Like, I always just go full pander and play CK2 and die on the inside. Yeah, I could. I'm done with CK2 for a little while. Closest thing, I might be playing Victoria 2 at some point soon, but not CK2, I don't think. I think I'm done with that. I mean, maybe if I played a different mod or something, it'd be alright. Could be fun, but I'm not really feeling it. Not right now. Speaking of which, let me tell you about the new algorithm they tried. Oh, this ought to be good. Algorithms. Algorithms are a meme, and I wish they would just die. I mean, they don't work. The guy who invented the modern algorithms, the man who, like, came up with the source of all modern algorithms, said recently, like, algorithms don't fucking work. We need to reinvent algorithms. Like, the algorithms as we do them now, they're fucking terrible. They don't work. And yet here we are, you know? And, like, what choice they have? It's too much information for just to have, like, a team of people work with. So they gotta do something like this, but it's shit. Fuck me. You told me about the Thanksgiving one, which fucked everyone. Like the most baby shit got nuked. I don't think so. I don't think you've talked about that. I'm not sure. I mean, I know they were pretty heavy on the copyright strikes and shit like that, and the ad friendly. I mean, I've noticed that even myself. Like, I'll get videos now that will go not ad friendly. Do you know of LGR? Yeah, I know LGR. I've watched quite a bit of his videos. I like his stuff. I haven't watched his stuff too recently because I just haven't had, I don't know, I haven't been on YouTube, like, a lot. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. But, yeah, I watch his stuff. I watched his AOL thing recently. I used to watch his thrift stuff because it was mildly interesting. Is there? Oh. Oh. No cursing, no politics. His Windows 9X stuff got hit. No idea why. Yeah, it's really weird sometimes. I mean, my stuff will get hit and it makes sense. I'll say nigga in it or something, or I'll say, like, fuck YouTube, or I'll say something that, like, alright, understandable. I guess, you know, with their stupid rules, at least it make, you know, they're not good rules, but it makes sense, I guess. Like it matches. Are these just... Ooh. Oh. Alright. Okay. This is new. Easy. You know, something that intimidating looking. I mean, you know, relatively. I think it'd be a little harder, but alright, I guess it's just shock value enemy. Hey, okay. Back ahead. Because it's supposed to be a self-learning algorithm, you have to appeal for the algorithm to get around it. Huh. Weird. See, what happens with mine, I never appeal. Does this... I never appeal any of mine, because all that happens every time is it'll get demonetized or partially monetized or whatever the fuck, you know, for like a day, right when I put it out, and then the next day it'll stop. It'll just go away and it'll be monetized again. And I have no idea why, because I don't appeal it. I've never appealed a single video because I figure it's just too much fucking work. And after, like, they've all gotten monetized again. Every single one. And about half of them get demonetized whenever I put it up. It's like a 50-50 shot whether or not my video is going to get demonetized, but then it comes back, and it's like, okay, why did you demonetize in the first place? What did the robot think was bad the first time that isn't bad now? Nothing changed. I still said shit you're probably not okay with. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't think it makes sense to them. I don't think anyone knows how the fuck this is supposed to work. Somebody chasing me? Yeah, I thought so. Got stuck in the animation. Alright, not bad, not bad. We're doing alright. Video hosting is not cheap and YouTube is barely breaking even. I've heard that. I've heard some years they don't break even. Like, they just can't do it. Video streaming is done by big companies or those with infrastructure. YouTube can barely afford it. Imagine how much data is uploaded in a minute in the world. Now imagine how much of that is nothing but trash. How much of it is stuff like CP that has to be nuked or otherwise curated. Yeah. Data on a scale never seen before by man. No, it really, I mean, it is. Yeah, it sounds like a stupid thing to say, but it's true. I mean, how do you fucking deal with that much information? How do you deal with that much raw data? And still, you know, like, there's no way to do it by hand. You have to come up with some sort of formula that, like, this is allowed and this isn't. And it used to be, you know, if you're talking about, like, TV, it's just, this has been screened by producers and by the network and all that. Like, we know this is good because it's a television show screened by us. You know, good in terms of, like, it's not going to offend anyone too badly. And even that fucked up, you know? Even then shit got through on TV where they would look back later and like, oh, that shouldn't have been on TV. Like, you remember, there was a while ago, I never saw it when it, like, aired, but you hear about this story. There was that sitcom about Adolf Hitler. And how Adolf Hitler was like a Brooklyn man living with his wife. It was just like a comedy sitcom, and it aired for like one episode, and they cut it partway through the episode because I guess no one thought while they were making it, like, no, this is a great idea, you know, like, no one thought anyone might have some sort of outcry about it. I'm not saying they shouldn't have done it. I think they should have kept the show going. I mean, I would watch a Hitler sitcom. There's some good potential for fucking dumb jokes there, but, you know, really, no one that got through screening? BitChute P2P might be the answer, might be the future. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things like that I've heard about, and I don't know. There's I think YouTube, as long as it keeps breaking even, which might not keep happening. I mean, that might not last, but if it does, I could see it just sort of soldering on like a zombie for the rest of its inevitable life, you know, and just keep going. Is there really nothing here? Is this just a bonfire that I have to fucking walk by poison every time I use? What a shitty bonfire. What an absolute garbage bonfire. BitChute is peer-to-peer. Everything else uses a YouTube-style system. And think what happens if all the data on YouTube is lost. I know, yeah, fuck it, there goes that. Peer-to-peer, I think, could work really well with a video hosting sort of shit, because if you... Because it almost solves the problem of figuring out what shit is good. Well, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I was gonna say, because then people will just host the shit that they want to keep. But then again, I mean, that doesn't... It's not like the popular shit is the best shit. Did I really just die from poison? Oh, I fucking hate this. Check out BitChute, I will. Only issue right now is stuff is currently only political circle jerk. Well, there's another issue. And that's that no one will move from YouTube unless it makes them money. This is something I've talked about with my friend Dylan. He was... a few months ago, he was asking me, like, so how's that adpocalypse going? You losing all your money? And I'm like, Dylan, I'm not making any fucking money anyway. You know, whatever. But also, it's like, who cares? There's nothing else. And he's like, well, everybody's gonna move to other shit. And I'm like, yeah, everybody's gonna use Twitch, but if they make videos on YouTube, they're not gonna move anywhere else because there is nowhere else. And he's like, yeah, but they'll go on VidMe or something. I'm like, no, they fucking won't. VidMe has no advertising. They can't make a damn cent. I just fucking died of poison again. But, you know, like VidMe, you can't make any money. You just can't. There's no advertisers. They would have to get some advertisers for you to make money. Yeah, VidMe is dead. I heard that. Yeah. But this was before that. This is a few months ago, you know, when the big adpocalypse thing was happening. But he was, like, convinced, like, no, YouTube is gone. VidMe or some similar thing is going to take over. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. You just can't do that. No one is going to make the switch. It doesn't matter. You know, you're on YouTube and it gets demonetized, so only, like, so you get no advertisers, or you get only, like, one fucking advertiser. It doesn't matter. As long as they're making even pennies, it's more than VidMe. Because VidMe doesn't have diddly squat. So you're not going to convince anyone to move from a small amount of money to no money. It's just not going to happen. Now, people who play video games and shit, moving to Twitch, yeah, sure, but... You know, you look at something like H3H3. He was like, oh, H3H3 is going to move to something else. I'm like, no, they're not. Because they want money, you know? They're just going to stop making videos, or they're going to keep making videos and accept that they're going to get less money. Or they'll make less, you know, less high-effort videos and just not worry about the fact, you know, just make more money off of how the system works. And what do you know? They're making podcasts now, so I guess that's how you do it. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Am I missing a ladder or something here? What is that? Bug ahead. Yeah, what is that? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, like, there's not really... I just don't think there's no good solution. There's no good alternative. I wish there was. Where the fuck do I go? YouTube isn't as strong or mono as it was before, but it ain't gone yet. Make the shit a hobby again. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like... I'm not saying it couldn't work. And especially, a lot of people have gone more, like, Patreon and shit for making money off YouTube anyway. And if that's what you're doing, or if you don't care, which is, you know... That's probably the way to look at it. But, I mean, a lot of people... make money off it, and they want to keep making money off it, and you can't blame them that much. I mean, there are people who make good shit, though. Forgotten Weapons, LGR. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even people like those, they have Patreons and shit set up now, to where YouTube is not, like, their only source of income, which is smart. You gotta diversify this shit, or else you're just gonna, you know, you're gonna lose out. Eventually, something's gonna break. And, you know, maybe it didn't happen during the adpocalypse as much as people thought it would, but it, you know, it didn't help, and it's gonna happen eventually. Do I just need to fall off here, or what the fuck, man? I have that feather ring equipped, right? Yeah, well, somebody died here trying to do this, but yes, I fucking thought. Patreon is having a shit show. I heard about that. They're like raising prices or something because of circular donations and other stuff. Yeah, it's. I guess I just have to teleport away from this bonfire. I think this is like a trap. Because we got further than this, like, going a different way. So I'm just gonna fucking leave. But what I'm saying is, like if you rely on your income from something like that, or you don't care, then yeah, you can use whatever you want, right? You can upload it on VidMe. I mean, you can just, it doesn't matter. Unless you care about, you know, people actually watching your shit, which is also another thing. As long as people use YouTube, people are going to use YouTube. It's, you know, it's circular reasoning, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's how it goes. Like, if you're putting something out, you're working really hard on it, and you want people to see it, you go where the people are. You don't fucking care if they're, you know, you're not even if you're not making money on it or not making as much money or whatever. That's where the people are. There's not much you can do about that. Unless the shit you're making isn't allowed, which I don't know. I guess. Possible. You know what the circular donation stuff is, right? No, I don't think so. Because all I heard about with Patreon was something about, like, they were upping the fees for people who were donating on Patreon. Something like that. Wow, these guys are weak as hell. That guy actually hit me this time and it still didn't do shit. Oh, this poisonous fucking ass. I'm gonna actually have to go and, like, buy poison heals. This is... I hate this. Please tell me he dropped one. Nope. Where the fuck did I go last time? Didn't I figure out a way through this place, or am I losing my mind? Okay, we're back at where we were. This place is... It's so nondescript. Like, this whole place is just so... all of it looks like the rest of it. So you can't really tell where you're going. And I mean, apparently, Olaf was just saying the other day, it's because it's an unfinished level. You know, like, literally, you look at the game files, you data mine it, and you see, like, the level was supposed to be way bigger. They just shoved it in because, you know, they didn't have enough time to finish it. And you can tell. Circular donation is when a group of people donate money to each other to inflate shit. Think all the cancer game journos doing it. Same amount of money just giving to each other. A lot of... Yeah, that makes sense. I've always kind of wondered when I see people with, like, tons of money if they really are making all of it. Especially when it's something just absolute shit. And you see that occasionally. And they're making, like, $100. And it's, like, 3 donors. And it's like, really? I kind of doubt it. I'm not really willing to believe that someone is putting that much in some faggot doing Let's Plays. But then again, I mean, you see the fucking... Oh, right, we've been here. You can't go there. Then again, you do see the, like, fucking furry porn making thousands of dollars a month, and it's like, okay, well, I guess people will pay for a lot of things. A lot of people are just re-uploading everywhere now, like Restream. I've been thinking of setting something like that up, but I heard a while ago that Twitch... There was something about, like, once you become a partner on Twitch, you're not allowed to do it, and then, like, you'll get in trouble on Twitch, like, they'll ban you or something. And I heard something else about... That might even be the case if you're an affiliate. I haven't looked into it too much. But, like, I wouldn't mind that at all. It seems like it'd be a little bit of a hassle. I don't know how convenient the UI of Restream is. I don't really want to be paying attention to, like, a bunch of different chats, but I guess I really wouldn't mind if it was easy. Woo donates to Quinn, who donates to some other fag who donates to Woo. Yeah, makes sense. And it's actually, like, you can't... You might think to yourself, like, why would you do that? Because you're just... It's just... You're not making any money off of that. But it makes sense, because that's, like, simple marketing shit. I used to work in marketing, and, when people see that someone else has bought something, they are much more likely to buy it themselves. Oh, nice drop. Because it's validation. They see that it must be worth money because someone else did it. And especially you see someone doing thousands of dollars, it's like, well, it must be worthwhile. You know, why not? I mean, it's the same sort of thing as, like, you know, the shit you learn in school about, bandwagon sort of shit. It's similar to that. Am I really... Did I just come back to where I... Right, yeah, this is where I jumped across before. No, it's not. This is. Is there some other way to go here? I know these things, like, break your weapons. I don't really want to fuck around with these. How did I get through here so easy before, and now I just can't find the way forward? BitChute has it connect to YouTube and double uploads everywhere. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I might give it a shot then. Why not? I mean, it's not like I'll be putting anything too great on it. Look it up. Yeah, I definitely will. I'm gonna write it down. BitChute. I'll look it up after I'm done streaming. And I'll check it out. Maybe I don't know if I'll mess with it for my, like, regular, you know, like, playing video games shit. But, for my, like, more edited videos, I wouldn't mind putting something like that out. You know, putting it out on something like that. Why not? Oh, there we go. And we're out of poison heals, which puts us in a pretty bad fucking position. Oh, and we're back here, right? Isn't this where we were before? Maybe? I hate this level. This is the worst level by far. I mean, people were telling me, like, watch out. This level is gonna just make you upset. Yeah, okay. Oh, look up a map for this game. There's no shame in it. Like, it seems like a really cancer map design-wise. Well, the thing is, I've gotten through this before. I'm pretty sure last time I streamed it yesterday. Unless I'm thinking of the part right before this, which I could be. I don't really remember it. I mean, I only played for like an hour, but I'm pretty sure I got through this bit. I just don't fucking remember how. Alright, I actually do need to kill all these guys because they just fucking follow you if you don't. Speaking of some edited videos, I really need to work on those. Like, I really like making them, but they take so much time. And it's not like playing video games where I'm just playing video games, I don't fucking care if it's good. And, you know, it's like, whatever, it's play video games, how good could it be? Right? Like, there's something to it, but really it's just like, you gotta sound like a regular person. Playing video, you know, streaming shit. That doesn't take a lot of work. Maybe practice, I guess, doing it over and over again. But it's not like I'm worried. It's not like I play some Dark Souls 2 and I'm worried like, oh, should I put this video out? What if it's not good enough? I don't fucking care, you know? It's fine. I've already recorded it. It's not like I can fix it. So, you know, next. Go on to the next thing. But with, like, edited videos, you do think that. It's like, it's thinking like, is this good enough? I don't know if this is good. This needs some work. Maybe I should re-record those voice lines. Maybe I should re-edit that. I don't know if the timing's quite right. I don't know if this is, like, is this funny at all? And that's the worst thing is, you know, the whole videos I make, they're mostly jokes. Half of it's, like, shit posting. Fuck, the poison's gonna kill us. Maybe we can use the Estus Flask to run it out. But, yes, it's like mostly jokes, but you edit anything that long, and none of the jokes are gonna be funny anymore. Even if you thought they were fucking hilarious when you wrote them, by the time you're done, they can't be funny. It's just impossible. Now you know why everyone else does it and why scripted died out. Yeah, I know. I mean, you look at fucking Demolition D. Honestly, Demolition D is like artful level of editing. Not even his jokes per se. I mean, he's got good jokes, but just like, oh my. But his editing style, like, I have actually sat down and watched a Demolition D video and just like taken notes on the editing. Same with ER. ER has some good editing in a different way, but like I've looked at that and like actually tried to put work into it. Like, I want to be as good, if not better, than these guys. Obviously, I don't want to like copy them wholesale, and I think I'm doing an alright job of not doing that, but who fucking cares? Demolition D doesn't put out, you know, jack shit. He hasn't put out a video in 2 years, and ER puts them out, you know, every 4 months, so it's not really like people would be too upset if there was another guy on the block doing the same sort of shit. But yeah, I know what you mean. Demolition D doesn't put out shit. He streams occasionally, but he said it himself, I think. He's just lazy. It just takes a lot of work, and he could just stream instead and make as much money, basically. And why animation did a lot worse. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad as hell. Like, I know saying it like that, saying sad as hell doesn't make it seem very serious, but it's actually real depressing. The problem is there's no animation industry really in the United States anyway, but good luck getting a job in fucking Japan as some American animator. They're like, yeah, fucking right. But you know, it's like at the very if there was at least a market for it, people could get big making some independent animation and then getting picked up by some studio. But how's that gonna happen? How's that gonna happen? You know, fucking Cartoon Network watches something on YouTube. Yeah, I know you're talking about YouTube, but I'm saying the reason no one does it is because at least if there was a market, they could hope that they'd make it big and that some big studio would pick them up because of their shit on YouTube. But that's not gonna happen. And they're not making money on YouTube, so it's like, why am I gonna do this? It's so much, it takes so much time. Yeah, it's time expensive. Exactly. Like, it takes way too much time and I'm not getting shit out of it. Which sucks, because there are a lot of people who are, like, decent. Like, they're good. And if these guys had, like, a whole team behind them or something, or they were part of some animation team, or they had more time or budget or whatever, they could probably make some good shit. But, you know, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, right. Oh, here we go. We made it. This is where we need to be. Yeah. Finally. But I mean, you hear about... I was watching something the other day about Makoto Shinkai. He's the guy who made like I think he made Your Name. I never saw Your Name. I've said before I don't watch a lot of anime shit, and I don't think that one ever got a sub unless it was recently. But some of this shit is interesting. I'm interested in the industry because I wish it could be recreated in the U.S. and we could actually get some good shit instead of this Jap shit. But not that the U.S. wouldn't fuck it up even more, but you know, I'm a xenophobe. But I was looking at his like his history, and he basically made by himself. He made like a 20-minute short film, and that's how he got into animation. And now he made like the highest-grossing animated film of all time. Like that's fucking amazing. Like, even if you don't like his shit, and a lot of people don't like his shit, a lot of people do. But a lot of people complain that it's like, you know, it's not that great. It's all right. It's not bad. But he doesn't deserve #1 place, and I don't know, I haven't seen it. But you almost got me there. I guess I got to do this. But oh, is this safe? Oh, I don't like this. This doesn't look right. But yeah, like, that couldn't happen in the US. You couldn't have some guy make a 20-minute short film and actually make it big. That wouldn't happen. And that's too bad. And that's why people, you know, why do animation? Fuck. There's no future in it. The Jap industry is cancer. Yeah, I'm sure. The only reason it works there is because literal autists work for pennies. Yeah, I've heard about that. And that might be all it is. It's just Japanese people are fucking, you know, messed up in the head. And that's why it works. Like, you know why so much cancer shit is in comics? It's because they don't care about comics, because a comic may sell 30,000 units. So they hire Tumblr cunts who work for free. The chick that does Squirrel Girl gets not that much. Really? Well, I guess that makes sense, because Squirrel Girl didn't sell that well, did it? It was like a big name because, yeah, you know, Tumblr cunt kind of people talk about it, but I don't think it actually sold well because the people don't read comics. So I guess you're right. Probably the same thing would happen in the US. And actually, I guess it does. I mean, look at the animation we have. It's fucking Adventure Time and Rick and Morty and shit like that. So I guess, you know, there you go. But then again, I mean, you look at the Japanese shit too, and most of it's shit. I think the difference is, it's that old theory, and it's basically a law of, you know, it's like a law of nature. Theory isn't even a good way to describe it because it's fucking true. That 90% of everything is shit, and that's it. That's, you know, that's all there is. You know, that's 90% of everything is shit. And 10% of everything is like actually good. And I think the only difference is you look at comic books or movies or American animation or whatever the fuck you want to look at. 90% of it is shit, 10% is good. The problem is we don't make that much. Especially you look at animation. We just don't make that much. How many new shows are on fucking Cartoon Network right now? I don't know, probably like 10. And is one of them good? Well, I mean, maybe, probably not. But if you counted maybe the new Samurai Jack season, you could say 1 out of 10 was good. Sturgeon's Law, yeah, that's it. But then if you look at, I think the only difference, honestly, between the American and Japanese animation industries is that in Japan they make so much fucking garbage that some of it has to be good, statistically. Like, how many, they put out like fucking 40 shows a season. That means every season there are statistically 4 shows that are going to be good. I think that's all there is to it. They just brute force their way through it. Why don't we do that? Why don't we waste our fucking money on making shit shows so that 1 out of 10 can be good? Did we just get 20 fucking life gems? Game, are you trying to make this easy on me or what? Oh my god, I'm gonna take out my armor here because this shit degrades your armor when you roll through it. Is there really nothing here? Oh, okay, cool. I thought they were just gonna... It was just a joke. Gotta quit my sword again. And... Alright. 30k is a lot for big adventures. That's a high for that. Oh, I see. That can be said of movies, to books, to games. Give a shitload of gems like that just to compensate. 10 out of 10 level design. I know! It seems like everything they do in this game is sort of reactionary like that. I know I've mentioned this a lot, this kind of thing. Did we actually make it through the level? Oh, shit. Is this the boss? About time. I hope we win. I hope we beat this first try, because I have no fucking idea how to get back here. I guess we got 39 life gems, though, so maybe it's supposed to be a hard boss. But you're right, and I think that's why there are a lot of good American books. Because we have this mentality of writing the next big American novel. And so everybody writes a book. 1 out of 10 is good. Maybe even 1 out of 100, you know, is like a masterpiece, but there's just that many. It's just, I really like animation. I think it's a really interesting medium. I wish we did more of it. I don't want to be watching Jap shit. That's why I have this, like... That's why I fucking hate anime. Because it's all there is. That's all there fucking is. I don't want to watch that. And I don't want to watch children's shit either. And I'm not a fan of Rick and Morty. Sorry, I'm not high enough IQ, but... Okay, this is a fucking terrible spot to get invaded. I guess if you just don't stop moving, you're fine? Oh, yeah. Okay. Here he comes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Heal up. Heal up. Hopefully we can get rid of the poison before he gets here. Hopefully he just dies from poison. There's French stuff. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Last Man, or whatever it's called. It looks pretty good from what I've seen. And Wakfu is not bad. I like Wakfu. And that's good enough for me. Wakfu is like, that's... You know, it wasn't amazing, although I did really like the characterization of, like, the big bad. That was pretty sweet. You don't see that a lot in that kind of shit. Like, he was actually like a sympathetic character. Ah, fuck off with all of this. I just want to fight Forlorn. Fuck me. Alright, I'll back up. Okay, okay, game, I understand. You don't want me to be here right now. You want me to just take it slow. Okay. Great level design. I fucking know. It's just like... People are going through this level too fast. What do? I don't know. Just add tons of poison and enemies. Alright. There's that Israeli movie, too. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know if I'm familiar. Are you supposed to get armor or something for this that negates poison? No, I think you're just supposed to stock up on poison heals or something. I don't think this is the kind of game that would give you armor to, you know, to get through poison. And you gotta remember as well, We have pretty good poison resist because we upped adaptability to 30 so that we can get better rolls. And that also is the thing that boosts your resistance. We have like a 144 poison resist. Most people playing through the game at this point would not have anywhere close to as much poison resist as we have. Cannot use bonfire. Excuse me? Why? Why can't I use bonfire? Hello? Why can't I use the bonfire? Cannot use... Why? There's no enemies around. There's no... Because I'm supposed to die at this point? Or like, why... Excuse me? Oh, because Forlorn is still here. Right, I forgot about him because he just ran away. Okay, well. Get the life gems out. It looks like as long as you run, I guess you're good here. Waltz with Bashir. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that. It's an Israeli animation? Oh shit, Forlorn's got a lot of health now. We didn't even kill Forlorn the last time he showed up, I'm pretty sure. Ah, fuck this! This is garbage. Oh, you're blocking my way? Oh, fuck off. Fuck off with all of this. This is not how you... This is not good game design, Dark Souls 2. This is just throw the whole fucking kitchen at them and hope they die because they're overwhelmed. God, I'll just let him get killed by poison. If this was a mimic, I'd be fucking upset. You can break the chest? It's about some guy dealing with PTSD. It's like Israeli Full Metal Jacket. Dude, I'm fucking writing this down too. Waltz with Bashir. I'm always looking for more non-Eastern animated stuff. Well, I guess unless you count Russian as Eastern, because I've seen a couple of those. Like I've seen that that one about like the tank that was automated. I don't remember what it's called, but it was pretty cool. It was a short little animation. Although there is a lot of classic French and like old cartoon stuff that I haven't watched yet. But it's because a lot of it's like kid stuff, and I'm not always in the mood for that kind of thing. I don't know. I've watched some Duckman though, that was a good watch. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm kind of in the process of watching it. This fucking poison. Okay, just don't open that. I didn't want to open that. He's just gonna get me. He can't get me while I'm opening a chest. Well, you know what? Dark Souls 2, I'll take that one. Ever seen the animation about capitalism in the 70s from the Soviets? No, I haven't. Is that worth a watch? Yeah, I've got to look these up. Okay. How do we do this? This is like... Do we just run? I mean, I guess Forlorn isn't there anymore, but we want whatever's in that chest. So we need to go out here. Oh my, this fucking sucks. Well, I guess we can break these, can't we? But do they stay broken after I use a bonfire? I guess that would be a way to do this. Let me see. Because that would actually be great. I'd be okay with this level if that happened. Let's give that a check. Because that's not so bad. You'll send me the infographs and the Soviet. It has good jazz. Nice. Is this supposed to be a head? Yeah, it looks like one of those things you put the Pharaoh's Lockstone in, but... Oh, they do stay broken. Oh, okay. Never mind. This level isn't so bad. You just gotta... I mean, this is still... Now it's gone from infuriating to, you know, what's the word? Boring? There's a better word I'm trying to think of. Monotonous. There it is. But, you know, fine. It's doable. Whatever. You're gonna make me slowly go one by one and destroy all the poison things? I'm not too upset about that. At least it's a thing you have to kind of figure out. I'll give it to you. I won't count this against you, Dark Souls 2. But it's not a point in your favor, please. Tedious. Tedious also works. Yeah, yeah. Tedious, yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck off. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the other reason why I never watched, I never finished Duckman yet. Is because it's a comedy. And that's all there seems to be when you're looking at, like, animation that isn't Eastern. It's like, for the most part, not completely, obviously, but, like, for the most part, you've got comedies, and you've got kids' cartoons. And that's about it. There's not much else. Occasionally you get something that's different, and it's, you know, it's fucking great, which is why I still gotta watch Last Man, or whatever that new French one is, where, like, someone gets raped. Like, there's an actual rape in it. The co-infograph stuff you sent is about non-kids. Oh. Dude, you're about to make my whole fucking week. I guess I just never really been on Co that much. Which I guess is... maybe explains why I don't know much about a lot of these, actual good shit. You could probably find out pretty easy. I mean, it doesn't help I don't watch much TV. But that's partially because most of it's pretty garbage, so I mean, I guess if I found something good... Like, Breaking Bad was good. I know that's, like, sort of a... Everybody thinks that, but... This is one of those situations where I'm not going to be just a fucking contrarian, because... Everybody else likes Breaking Bad, and it's good shit. It was a good show. Of course, I wouldn't watch it, like, on TV, you know. But... Because who fucking does that? Do people still watch TV nowadays? It seems like a thing of the past. Like, I don't know anyone who actually still sits down and watches TV. Like, the last person I knew who still did that was, like, my mom and my grandma. But now they don't do it either. My mom watches Netflix, my grandma's TV broke, and she never got a new one because she just didn't bother. What's the point? Sometimes the something popular is critical acclaim. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think, like, Breaking Bad deserves it. Like, there are not many TV shows that I would watch a second time. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Fuck you, Dark Souls. I thought you... Oh. Let's use a human effigy real quick. Let's get full health. Ooh, nice Cheetah Man cosplay. This is fucking garbage. So I just have to run through. There's no strategy to this. It's just fucking run. And I think if you keep running, you dodge most of them, but not all of them. And these guys respawn as well, so you gotta run past them, because you don't want to fucking stand around while they go. And you gotta run past this worm, because he'll block your way. I don't like levels that are just fucking built around running away. Oh, and of course they can do that. Fuck this. Aw, man, someone was invading me who's like a real person. I think that was a real person. I didn't actually get to read their name, but... Shit. TV is dying off, younger generations. You only have basic cable. I don't even have basic cable. And I mean, part of that is just like, when I was a kid, we never had cable, we were poor. So we just watched, if we watched anything, it was basic TV. And so I've never really watched a lot of TV. You know, the only thing we'd watch is The Simpsons, and eventually we stopped watching that because it's not that great after a while. Although me and Dalton have been watching through some of the like, we started the first season of The Simpsons. It is surprisingly good. I mean, people talk about how old Simpsons is good, but I didn't expect the like the very first episode to be good. But it is. I'm about to die right before this guy even shows up. I fucking hate this level. But yeah, like, the first episode of The Simpsons is funny. They've really fucked it up now, though. What's the heartbeat? What's with the heartbeat? Okay. The thing is, even if I used to have some items. We've run out of them, but we had these items that let you it boosted your poison defense. But even when I had those equipped, you get hit by enough poison and you'll still you'll still get poisoned after a little bit. So this is kind of fucking terrible. Fuck off. There's probably some way to run through here. I don't know. I'm sure if you're speed running this game, you know, God forbid, you figure out something to do. Okay, there's no way this is a real person. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with fighting whoever. Those iframes. This is why you up dodge. Like, that was fucking great. Ooh, okay. Go buy more items. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. The problem is I have to do that, I would have to run down, grab my souls, and then get back with enough to go buy some items, unless I want to grind or something. Or if we have some spare souls we can use up. We do. Okay, no, that's perfect. Hopefully that old woman here sells them. This man is just still standing around. Is he AFK? It's a lot more subtle than you remember as a kid. Yeah, dude, I love Sneed's Feed and Seed, formerly Chuck's. Like, when I saw that clip, I was like, there's no fucking way Simpsons made a joke that good. You know, when I saw that image. And they did. Like, that's really in The Simpsons. Like, it's good shit. Okay, how much are we gonna be able to get here? Not bad. Not bad. I didn't even see if she actually sells this stuff. No. No, she doesn't. She doesn't sell poison heals. Maybe someone else around sells them? She doesn't, I know. Did we upgrade our Estus Flask last time we were here? Doesn't matter too much. We get full healing every time anyway. Or wait, does it need to level up the actual amount? Not the, wait a minute. Yeah, increase the HP restored for each flask. Yep. We'll take that. Are you too cucked for the chat? You've been thinking about this in terms of views and such. Well, like what, exactly? Not that I've noticed. Well, plus, it's the fucking ANCAP chat room, so, I think just about anything goes. It's sort of a free-for-all. That sort of lends itself to anti-cucked sort of shit, but...
Oh. Who are you again? You do have a time.
Alright, please tell me you sell some, no.
Nothing
No.
to do, I presume.
I don't imagine the armorer is going to sell poison heals, but I guess it's worth a fucking shot. Yeah, I didn't think so. Got some armor we can't afford. And we don't need. Also, right now, you're basically the only person here, so... you know, guess you fit in fine. I'm really gonna have to fuck around with that notification thing. It's screwing me a bit. It's not like I mind too much. The worst is just when you're streaming and there's no one that's even, like, talking. Like, there's no one in the chat. And I've had that before. There'll be 7 people watching and there's no one saying anything. And depending on the game, that can be pretty shit. If I'm playing CK2, it's not a big deal. You know, you can just talk to yourself. It's whatever. You're just talking about strategy anyway. But something like this, you're playing this and there's no one there, it's a little shit. I could manage. I did it with the original Dark Souls, you know, before I was streaming. All I did was bullshit about books, basically. Had little book reviews. Talked about gay people. People liked it. It worked. But it's a little better when your discussion has someone on the other end. Usually, anyway. I'm not afraid to admit I do talk to myself in real life as well. That's just... Hey. It's useful. It's a good way to hash out your thoughts on something. Alright, it seems like we definitely want to be over in this corner. Heal up. Break this. Because fuck these. Clear a little space for ourselves. Yep. Make sure to kill these fuckers before that becomes a problem. Unsuccessful. Fuck off.